Hopefully everybody had a good weekend and all my couch potatoes is feeling good right now. I do want to give a trigger warning for tonight. Trigger warning before we get started. You know, tonight might bring up some memories for some, and it might get some people in their feelings. So trigger warning before we get started. So without further ado, let's get it popping.
It's time for the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits.
Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. And now we live every Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. So that's the couch every day of the week. Yeah, tune in. You don't want to miss this shit. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no what? I know you said it.
Period.
I am. Infinite.
Too many things are going wrong at one time. I don't know what to do. I won't lie. Too many things are going wrong in my life. I don't know what to do, but I still try. Understand I'm not weak, but right now I'm not strong.
I love you.
But I know that my story isn't done. No. It's not done. I have more chapters to run. I'm created one of none. My story was meant for someone.
No, I'm actually transitioning off. I'm obsessed with you. Fan base, big old tagged.
Too
YouTube.
many things that's going on. And
Fan base. Did I already say that?
I don't know where to turn, so I don't. It's hard to get your trust if they don't
Yes.
have right intentions.
Period.
Tell you up front that there's something they don't mention. Yeah. Man, this shit is really fucked up. I've been going through some dumb stuff. Well, not really through some dumb stuff, but life's really crazy. I'm telling you, my baby. I'll tell you what. Please do not ever give up. Your purpose is not even done. So keep on pushing till you run. So keep on pushing till you run. Don't ever give up.
Don't.
I know it's hard than a motherfucker.
It is.
Trust me, I know. I go through this shit every fucking day, and sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I be wanting to give up. But I got people that stand by me, that encourage me, and they keep me lifted. So I'm here to keep you lifted too. I love you.
If y'all just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time, and every Wednesday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. Make sure you follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, and Apple Podcasts. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram right now. I do still post on Instagram, but I don't go live. I am transitioning off of Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. But you can still find me on Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, Bigo, fan base, tagged everywhere. Also, my .com is thacouch.com. And you can also find the couch on THAREAL.com and on YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe, hit that like button. Don't forget. Y'all, I do want to, again, give a trigger warning for tonight. Some people are going to be in their feelings. Some people, memories are going to be brought up, you know. So, before I do that, coming up on the couch tomorrow, Sophia. Kecia, which is No Love, her brand, coming up. Janice and Prince Mason. And also, before we go on, I do want to give a moment of silence. There's been so many plane crashes, even to this day. Like, there's still been, it's like, something's going on. Something bigger than what we see right now. And once it come out, the ones that been suspicious of it the whole time, we gonna be like, psh, I mean, we already knew. The ones that really just been thinking that it's just like normal, they just gonna be like, oh my gosh, like, taking it back. We not gonna be taking it back because we been woke, right? We've been woke. So it's been so much going on. So a moment of silence for anyone that you've lost personally or that we've lost together. We may not know them, but we want to keep them in our memory. So I know whenever I pass away, I want my memory to be, you know, kept. I want people to think of me and do a moment of silence and think of me. So if you have any music or anything on, just turn it off for a moment and give it to them, to the people that you've lost and the people that have lost their lives. Okay. Like, again, I want to give you guys a trigger warning for tonight. Tonight's episode is called Swept Under. And what I mean by swept under, it could actually mean, you know, a lot of different things. But in this particular case, you know, it comes to, you know, families, you know, sweeping things under the rug because of embarrassment or because, you know, we black. You know, I mean, just being honest, I've heard it. You know, we black. We can't let nobody, you know, see us doing this, or can't nobody, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, we human. The fuck? Like, shit happens. You know, and it might not be, you know, not just shit happens, but fucked up shit be happening. And as a child, when you're taught to sweep things under the rug, that's what you're taught. It's like, you don't know any better, or you don't learn any better until you get older and you realize, whoa, hold on. This was some fucked up shit that I was going through. This was some fucked up shit that was happening. And it was put to me as it was normal because they were actually just sweeping it under the rug out of embarrassment, out of shame. And it's crazy because a lot of stuff that happened to me that we had to sweep under the rug when I was little, I don't remember. And it's not because I don't want to remember. Yes. But it's because when something traumatic happens to you, sometimes you build a defense mechanism in your mind and you put those things that happen to you in the back of your mind. And it'll block it off, and it's this defense mechanism. It's like, hey, I'm not going to let you remember this stuff. This was some tough stuff. And I don't know what you would do if you remember. And it will take like a certain smell or a certain thing or a certain topic or a certain something that'll bring these memories back up. And sometimes it'll happen sooner rather than later. And sometimes it'll be like when you in your 30s like me, or, you know, when you in your 20s, or it'll, like I said, it might happen immediately. But for me, it's been a while, you know, and then I get to questioning things that happened in the past. Yep. You try to forget. Exactly. Now, you know, when I was in elementary school, I said this on the last show. And it's crazy because the last show I was telling y'all that I'm not sure. But things have happened since then. Revelations have happened. You know, I just found out that one of my immediate family members have been grooming their own daughter. Yeah. And I had to immediately unfollow and block. I'm not with that shit. I'm not with that shit. I don't give a fuck if you my blood. I don't care who you are to me. If you do some pedophile shit, sexual assault shit, I'm not fucking with you. And when it was brought to my attention, it was crazy because it brought back memories. And I was like, oh shit. What the fuck? No. Mm-mm. And when it hits you like a bag of bricks, it's almost like I gotta literally catch my breath because this is really happening. This revelation has brought out another revelation that's been suppressed in my mind. But it's real. So it got me questioning back to, hey, when I was in elementary school, someone said that my father was trying to get on top of me and have sex. And when my nephew just brought to me just recently some news about our family, it brought this back. It came crashing down. And I got to thinking like, oh my gosh, like I know you're not lying because when I was little, I remember he did that to me. And I know you're not lying because I remember when I was younger. So, mind you, this was elementary when it was said that my dad tried to get on top of me and have sex. This was elementary school. And I still kind of talk to them to this day, but we fell out when it was first said because of the embarrassment of my family. Because they were so embarrassed, they made me go to school and tell this girl and tell her in front of the whole school that she's lying. Make sure I let the world know that she's lying. And that's what I was told to do, is to go make sure that I told the world that she was lying. And it came to the point that we came to blows. Now, mind you, this is elementary school. How many children do you know are going to come to you and lie about something sexually that happened or that they seen? Like to them or just around them. How many children do you know is really going to come? This is elementary school, so we are kids. We are kids. Because you can imagine saying, hey, I got into a fight in elementary school because this girl went and told everybody in the school that my dad was trying to have sex with me. But that's what she seen. She walked in my house. This is what she said made her run out of my front door. I remember when I was younger, my brother used to always have to babysit us, watch us. And when my nephew was explaining to me the situation of everything that was going on, it brought back this memory of my brother like ejaculating. And he wouldn't stop, even though I was in the room. And it's the same thing that my nephew did and does. And he did it in front of his sisters and all of them. That's not right. That's disgusting. That's sick. that's pedophilish. And it took for me getting older, and literally, I'm literally now having these flashbacks just recently. This is all just happening within the span of a month from the time that we did the last Swept Under. Barely a month. And it's crazy because these are the type of things that families sweep under the rugs because they're embarrassed or they don't want to have to deal with the scrutiny of people looking at them and talking shit about them because of the situation, or they don't want to be that labeled as family. But this is the type of shit that's happening, and this type of traumatic shit that's popping back up in my head. That's not something I want. That's not something I want. But if I would have spoke when it happened, if I would have spoke then. But I didn't remember until just recently. It's crazy. Like I'm fucking myself up. Like, yo, like, how did I not remember this? Like, why didn't I speak sooner? You know, this could have not happened to my nieces and nephews. Like, if I would have spoke up, but how could I have spoken up if I had it put back to the back of my mind as a defense mechanism? And now that I know, I'm just like, I don't want to fuck with I don't match y'all. I'm so glad y'all disown me. I don't match none of you motherfuckers. I don't got pedophile in my blood. Well, I mean, whatever y'all are, but that ain't in me. I don't look at kids and get turned the fuck on. I don't groom my nieces and nephews and nobody around me. No kids. I'm not doing no shit like that. Y'all talking about Diddy y'all all the time. We got these motherfuckers right in our family. I do. And it hit me like a ton of bricks to realize that we got some sick motherfuckers in our family. And if that flashback, if I didn't think that flashback about my brother was real, I got confirmation today from one of my cousins. He did it to them too. So I know I'm not fucking tripping. When I used to think, okay, I know I gotta be tripping. This can't be real. This can't be, my family can't be touching me. This ain't my cousin raping me. This ain't, but it's fucking true. It's fucking happening. And not just my family, but other families, not just the black community. And all they doing is, guess what? Sweeping it right under the rug. Sweeping it right under the rug. Well, it stops with me. I ain't sweeping a motherfucking thing under the rug, you pedophile bitches. The fuck? Hell no. No. And anything I can do to help my nieces and nephews, I'll do whatever they need. Whatever they need. You want to come stay with us? You can. But that's some sick fucking shit. And I'm not with that shit. And I refuse to fucking cry because you motherfucker, I done cried too much about this shit. When I found this out, y'all just don't realize it's like, it hits you like it's like what the fuck? And again, you don't want to believe that it's you, it's your family, this is what's happening. But you have to. It ain't no sweeping nothing under the rug. Sweeping things under the rug is what brings childhood trauma. That melts into your adulthood. Sweeping things under the rug is when you have these flashbacks and then you like, oh shit, damn. I became a liar because of my father. I became a liar because of my family. They teaching me lies. Teaching me how to lie. Teaching me what to say so we don't get caught. So we don't get caught. That's some wild shit, huh? Teaching me to lie as a child. I don't know no better. I'm trying to learn whatever my parents is trying to teach me, whatever my brother's trying to teach me, thinking that this is out of love, not knowing that some of you motherfuckers is sick. Some of you motherfuckers is sick as fuck in my family. Y'all some sick motherfuckers. And I hope you see this. I mean, you watch everything I do anyway. Some of you. I hope you get the message that you a nasty fuck. Sweeping things under the rug is the reason why women and men to this day are, when they get in relationships, they like, oh my gosh, this person is hurt. This person is scarred. This person is, but they don't exactly know exactly why they scarred or hurt. They don't know exactly why they keep crying and carrying on certain days. Because you got this childhood trauma that's trapped in the back of your mind that you've been hiding from yourself because you can't really deal with it mentally. And if you really unswept it from under that rug and started dealing with it and handling it, you might not be able to function. You might not be able to function. You might find yourself crying every fucking day like, wow, this is really what the fuck life is? This is really happening? My family? Yes. Yes. And as kids, adults are so influential. You guys influence us. Who doesn't want to look up to their parents? Who doesn't want to look up to their brother or sister? Who's expecting to be sexually assaulted by their brother or sister or anyone in their family? No one is expecting that. And then when it's happening to them and then they get older and realize that people aren't really doing this, they put it to the back of their mind because they like, ooh, I don't want nobody to think I'm weird if I say something. So now you forgot about it. Now you 30, 40, 50 years old and now something brought it back up. One of the children in your family. Something happened to them. Now it's like, oh my gosh. Like, what the fuck? How? How? The how is with the broom and the sweeping, with the sweeping motion. That's the how. So many families are sweeping these things under the rugs out of, like I said, embarrassment. They got this persona that they want people to think they just this mighty black family. For real. That does nothing. We go to church every Sunday. We went to church every fucking Sunday. They had their own fucking ministry. They had their own ministry. And it makes me think, like, I've always thought that the abuse with my father started when I seen him kiss a girl in the store. But could it have started when I was in elementary school and the young lady who was my friend said that my dad was trying to have sex with me? Could it be because he thought that I was telling on him? Because that was my best friend. It makes me think so much. Like, since I've been told this from my nieces and nephews, I literally have been mindfucking myself every day. Like, yo, memories have been coming up and I'm just like, yo, but what if it goes deeper than that? What if this is this? Like, what if it... Do you think us as adults, us 90s babies, 80s babies, do you think us as adults want to think of our parents or any family member in that life? Do you think we want to, like it feels good to realize that your motherfucking family's been pedophiles? That a lot of your family have been sick and projecting it on you, and you literally brushed it off. because that's what you were used to. Cousins calling me, playing with theyself, like weird shit. Weird fucking shit. And when I started getting older, I started realizing that it was weird. That it wasn't fucking right. I'm not seeing everybody fucking their cousins. I'm not seeing brothers and sisters jacking off in front of each other. You know, I keep telling myself I'm not gonna cry. When you realize that your life was actually really fucking fucked up, that you really like where did these fucking memories go? And you like, yo, I really had a box in my head that had memories stashed away for my protection. Thank you. I love you too. For my protection. I'm not saying, I'm not condemning myself for it. But at first, I was just like, where was I? Oh, of course, I was in prison. It was nothing I could have done when my niece was being groomed as a child. It was nothing I could have done. Because when she was a child, I was in prison. And imagine how many other moms and dads, get out of prison and then they realize that someone in their family has been touching another someone in their family. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. I could never really be mad at anybody projecting out any type of feelings that they have as far as anger and, because a lot of us have dealt with a lot of childhood trauma that we literally put in a box in our head that we literally haven't opened until it either got rammed open on accident. Sometimes it gets opened on an accident. Sometimes it's purposeful. Whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. It's the reason why my parents disowned me. It's the reason why my family, that side of the family, stopped fucking with me. We don't match. It wasn't just because I went to prison. We don't match. I don't want to be around my nieces and nephews and something I do make them feel sexually uncomfortable. If something you do makes your nieces, nephews, daughter, son feel sexually uncomfortable, then you a motherfucking pedophile, my baby. I don't know if you realize this, but you need to know. You got that pedophile energy that you giving off. And we don't like it. We don't like it. Some of these people, no, for real. Some people, even in around us, in our cities, and some of these people on your Facebook friends list give off pedophile vibes, and some of y'all just don't want to talk about that. Like, I don't give a fuck about whatever the fuck you think. Anybody that's making a post saying free R. Kelly and free Bill Cosby and P. Diddy, you giving off pedophile vibes to me. You're a pedophile. Like, you literally have, it's giving off I will rape somebody. That's what it's given to me. It's like, what the fuck? What you mean free P. Diddy? Do you know how many people came up and said that what he did? Are you kidding me? Come on now. And free him? Let's be for real. Some of these people have daughters. But again, some of these people might be a victim of sweeping things under the rug. Sometimes when you swept things under the rug so much, you think it's okay. You think these things are okay. If you are, listen, let me tell you something. I want to say it was either before I went to prison or during prison. My father tried to kiss me on my mouth. I said, what the fuck? No. He was like, you my daughter. I don't give a motherfuck. You know how old I am? You did that to me as a child. That shit ain't happening no more. No. I don't want no motherfucking kiss from you, bitch. The fuck? I don't know. I just, and I know some of you guys are like, oh, wow, I kissed my parents. I don't give a fuck. I'm not kissing no fucking parents in the fucking mouth. Don't kiss me in my fucking mouth. If I'm older, don't kiss me in my shit, bro. Don't do that. Oh, y'all, if you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. You can catch the Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, Apple Podcasts as well. THA Couch on Fanbase, Big O, Tagged, and Facebook right now, Instagram. Instagram is couchchronicles.nolimits, thacouch.com, and THARealJANELL on YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe, because trust me when I say you don't want to miss a couch. This episode is called Swept Under. It's a new episode that I started. And like I said, trigger warning. You know, it's not... It's not that easy speaking on this. But it was too hard holding it in after I found out. Because it broke me down. Like, I couldn't. And then it's like, I guess what brought it back up was last night. I'm sitting minding my business. And the last time when we first started this segment, I told you guys about when my cousin raped me for the whole summer. And literally my dad prepared me for prison by shaking me down every day of the week, searching my room, you know, watching my every move, checking my phone. So how he didn't know my cousin was raping me the whole summer, I guess that one just slipped right on by him. So this motherfucker got the nerve to send a message through his brother for me to write him while he's in prison. No, bitch, I will never write you while you're anywhere. I wouldn't give a fuck. If Jesus came down here and was like, listen, I need you to write him, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would never. Now, I forgive you for what you did to me, but I would never. I don't want to speak to you. I don't have to. We can speak to, we can forgive, but we don't have to speak to someone. We don't have to be friends with someone that we forgave. You know, sometimes when you forgive somebody, number one, the relationship is never going to be the same, depending on how severe the situation is. And sometimes situations be so severe that you cannot come back from it. You can't come back from some of these things. Rape being one of them. You can't. I don't see anybody really being friends with anyone that has sexually assaulted them. Unless they are, I can't think of the word. But it's a word for it. When you literally think that your abuser or the person that is causing you harm means good for you, like is like you're in love with them. I can't think of the word, but there are some people that literally fall in love with their abuser. Whether it's their mom, dad, brother, sister, uncle, cousin. Some people literally don't realize that it's wrong. And it may take you years to realize that what your family has done to you and swept under the rug and made you sweep under the rug has been wrong. But asking me to write you after you know you raped me, that's some wild fucking work. That's some wild work. What could we possibly talk about? If you are wanting to ask me forgiveness, talk to God. You ain't even got to worry about me. You don't never have to worry about me. Because I'm going to deal with it my way and you can deal with it your way. I forgave you. Just somebody might get you that message, but I'm not. I won't be speaking to you. I have nothing to say. I don't even have nothing to say to my brother, my mom, my sister, or my dad. I actually blocked every single one of them. Anyone, like I said, I don't care who you are. If it has anything to do with sexual assault or... I can't fuck with it. That got me hurting. So I made a post on my Facebook today that I was just hurting and I don't know if this pain is going to go away. And I was just referring to this. Like this, when you realize that you thought that your house was clean and you looked under the rug and it's been dirty this whole time. I'm talking about it's been so motherfucking dirty. It's now stained. So that's why a lot of men and women are stained with the trauma from their family. With the things that happened, they're stained because the dirt has been under that rug for years. And when they said it stops with me and I'm cleaning the house and they lifted that rug up and realized, whoa, this is why I've been so fucked up. Because we swept everything under this motherfucker. And it's the reason why I can't find love. And it's the reason why we always breaking up. And it's the reason why I'm always fighting. It's the reason why I'm always into something. It's the reason why I'm in and out of jail. It's the reason why I'm, that's a lot of y'all stories, right? It's the reason why some of y'all are drug addicts. It's the reason why some of y'all are abusive now. It's the reason why some of you guys sexually assault people now. Now you've become the Diddy that you were scared of in your family. If you are being sexually assaulted by anyone in your family, speak out. It's scary. And it's embarrassing. And it's shameful, but not on your end. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You have nothing to worry about. And it's not your fault. It's not. Yo, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and I do have a guest tomorrow, Sophia. Make sure that you guys tune in at 8 Central Time. Have a good night. I love you guys.